What's on your weird mind? I'm putting together a team. I'm in. You are?
It was beautiful.
These things are going to keep coming. You get technical, I'm on duty. Let's do it. Right ain't over yet. My man! Justice League. Rated PG-13.
Long before I was born, he came as the spearhead of an alien invasion.
This one will fall. Like all the others. We have families. Why does everyone keep telling me that? There are enemies coming from far away. I need warriors. Just like that. You really are out of your mind. I'm not the one who brought a pitchfork. We don't have to recognize it. We just have to save it. Ride ain't over yet, my man!
What is good, YouTube? Wash you here with a video on the Justice League movie. So they've released a Darkseid versus Zeus Gods trailer, which to me seems pretty cool. There's some pretty cool new scenes. If you remember, during Wonder Woman, Zeus was mentioned during the story of the gods. So Zeus created Wonder Woman from clay, so it's said in the movie. Wonder Woman is powerful enough to defeat a god, aka the reason she's called the God Killer. She's a demigod. In the footage, we see some footage from the Darkseid War prologue that we all know we are getting. During multiple trailers, we've seen and heard Bruce Wayne and Diana talking about the Age of Heroes coming back again. So I presume this is how they're going to introduce this scene. So we clearly are going to see a massive prologue fight with the gods and Darkseid, Parademons and Steppenwolf. Even if we don't see Darkseid there, the empathy is on Darkseid. So that is pretty cool. Now we do see a scene, an image, which a lot of people have interpreted to be Zeus taking on Steppenwolf. As we all know, all the gods can basically shoot a mystical lightning from their hands. Essentially, even Wonder Woman herself can generate lightning. If you remember the fight of Wonder Woman versus Ares at the end of Woman, she generated that lightning, and a lot of people thought that it was from Ares shooting her lightning, but it wasn't. And also, if you go back and rewatch the Wonder Woman scene when they're talking about the kind of story of the gods, you know that all the gods can produce lightning. So guys, who do you think it is? I really think it's Zeus, and I hope it is Zeus. So we see Mera versus Steppenwolf, our first proper look at her before she co-stars alongside Aquaman next year in the Aquaman movie. It's amazing to finally see Mera in the water, and you can see Mera control the movement of the water to create protection within the water in about 9 seconds in. So it's going to be pretty cool, and this will most likely follow up with the scene of Aquaman slightly dodging Steppenwolf's axe. So for the first time, we get to see Aquaman going up against Steppenwolf with Cyborg fighting in the background. Aquaman will also encounter Steppenwolf's axe underwater, like we just said. So throughout the trailer, the Flash and Cyborg seem to be growing a working relationship, as a lot of this footage is Cyborg and the Flash teaming up, which is pretty understandable. So Steppenwolf took Cyborg's father to draw Cyborg out because we all know he was fused with a mother box. So he rounded up all the scientists as his backup plan if the mother box plan failed. Whilst editing this video, the Chinese trailer was released, and I wasn't going to cover it, but then I realised that UK Warner Brothers posted it as a complete new kind of trailer. So let's go over a little bit. The trailer doesn't say Steppenwolf's name, although he is the kind of aim of the trailer, the forefront. It says there's an alien invasion that is coming, and they're clearly talking about him. What's interesting is Steppenwolf has a scene, and he says, "Why does everyone keep telling me that?" He says to a man who pleads for his life, mentioning he's got a family. So that's kind of adding a kind of bit of humour, giving Steppenwolf a bit of personality, I guess you could kind of say. The most amazing shot in the whole Chinese trailer, if you want to call it that, is Wonder Woman is being chased by a parademon, and she's grabbing for the sword, and it just looks absolutely amazing. So that's my breakdown for the new trailers, guys. It's going to look awesome. Now, I am expecting to see Darkseid in the movie. Now, I know a lot of people discredit me and go, "War Stew, he's not going to be in it." But originally, the plan was for Darkseid to be in it. Now, I know everyone's saying that the Justice League movie is 2 hours long, guys, but I don't believe that for 1 minute, because Warner Brothers haven't confirmed it. They're not going to cram that much into 2 hours, and even if they do, it just means we won't be getting any filler time, and even if it is short, say maybe 2 hours, then they're going to have an epic Darkseid tease, because from what we're hearing, Darkseid's name is name dropped in the movie, although we don't see him, so it's clearly a build up to the Justice League 2. Although I'm starting to think that the Flashpoint movie is actually going to be unofficially Justice League 1.5 in between kind of Justice League 2 coming out. So it's going to be like a placeholder like it already has. So I wasn't going to mention this, but some people asked me to mention Deathstroke. So Deathstroke is rumoredly having its own movie in the last 24 hours. It's come out, and everyone that supports the channel knows that Deathstroke is my favourite character ever. So Joe M, I'm just going to call him Joe M, I can't pronounce his name, was casted for Deathstroke ages ago. Since he rumoredly left the Batman movie and the Justice League movie, everyone was quite into him now. So I'm hyping this information, but I'm not going to get too overhyped because it might not be true. So the Raid director, Gareth Evans, is teasing there's going to be a standalone Deathstroke movie. That sounds pretty amazing. So I still believe if this information is true, Deathstroke will have to have a slight cameo role inside the Justice League movie to debut himself inside the DCEU. I'll be saying from day one. Kieran Hines, who plays Steppenwolf, said that Lex Luthor is a strong part of the movie, which to me suggests Deathstroke is going to be broken out of Arkham Asylum because of Deathstroke. Someone's going to put a contract out for him to get Deathstroke to get Lex Luthor out of jail, and that is what I think is going to happen, guys. I'm so excited for the movie. We're less than 3 weeks away. I've got a new microphone, so let me know if the audio sounds better or worse. I'm just fiddling around with the settings. I think I've got it set up cool. So let me know, do you think it's Zeus in the trailer? Do you think the mirror scene when she controls the water is sick? What do you think about Cyborg's interaction with Steppenwolf? It's looking quite prominent, because to be honest, I think that will be important, as he is technically in Mother Box. What's going to happen to him if Steppenwolf gets the Mother Box outside him? What are you most hyped for, guys? Anyway, please like, subscribe, and comment if you want, guys. That would be awesome. Let's try and get to 10,000 subs by the end of the year if we can. Hit the notification button down below, that red button, and any requests for any other videos, just let me know, guys, and I will be getting into them if I think they'll get some interest. Anyway, guys, that's the video. I will see you soon. Catch ya later.